with the cat. Bambino.
What?
What is up?
No.
Oh. Hey. Come.
But Mama, we're going to that man's house.
No?
We're going to that man's house.
What did you say?
Nothing?
What do you mean nothing? What did you just say?
Nothing.
Hold on, Zayden. What did you just say?
Nothing.
Nothing, honey. You just came with the pen.
Give me 5. Give me 5.
Give me a five. Aline, what did you just say?
Nothing.
Come on.
Nothing.
You said something. What did you just say, Mom?
Nothing.
Aline, I'm being serious right now. Come here. What did you just say?
Nothing.
You got it. You just said. Zayden, put the light on.
Okay.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
Aline, don't say nothing. You just said something. Don't look. Why are you understand? Why are you giving him a look? Why are you giving him a look?
No, I'm not giving him a look.
Okay, don't look at Mama. What did you just say?
Nothing.
You said something. Don't look at Mama. I said. What did you just say?
Nothing.
Tell me. What did you just say? Aline,
Hey, we already told him.
I'm telling you right now. Zayden, stop it.
No.
Come here. I'm asking you a question. What did you just say?
Nothing.
Listen. Don't turn this way. Don't look at Mama. What did you just say?
I said to Mama, when we're going to that man's house.
What man's house? I don't understand. Who went to this man's house?
Me and Mama and Zayden.
When did you guys go? Don't leave him. When did you guys go? Don't look at Mama. When did you guys go?
When did we go?
Don't look at Mama.
Let me go.
I told you not to say anything.
I need you to. Okay. I need you to go to your room. Okay.
Oh,
Zayden, stop it.
I'm trying to go to my
Zayden.
room.
Okay. Come. Yeah, you want to piggyback to your room?
Oh my God!
Okay, I'm gonna help you get him a piggyback in your room. And you guys stay in your room for 5. I need to talk to your mama. Go. Wait, Zayden, I'll be right back. Zayden? Yo. You wanna start talking here? You wanna start talking?
Tell me
Don't
what?
tell me. Please don't act dumb right now. I'm seriously not in the mood.
What is wrong with you?
Listen. When my 4-year-old just comes and says, okay, in front of me, when are we going to this man's, back to that man's house? Who's this? Zayden, Baba, can you go play with your dinosaur inside? Can you play with your dinosaur inside?
No.
You want to start explaining here? You want to start talking? Or what's going on here?
Okay, Jimmy, it's not a big deal.
Don't
Okay, well, don't ask me if you're gonna.
Don't tell me it's not a big deal.
Well, it's not a big deal.
It's 100%
It's
big deal.
just some. Let me talk. It's this guy that I met. It's a dad I met at the dentist appointment.
The dad you met at the dentist appointment.
Yeah, it's a dentist appointment of Aline's, and he
Yeah.
had a kid Aline's age.
Yeah.
And he just asked me if we wanted to play date. So this.
So you're taking my kids.
He's married. Don't
listen,
worry.
I don't.
No, but he's married.
I don't
Like
give a
it wasn't.
Do you understand? Do you really think makes it seem like just because he's married? Do you think married people don't? You think just
No.
because he's married, he's not a
No, that's not what I'm
he's
saying.
not a
What
he's
I'm
not a
saying
whole life
is,
scumbag?
well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm
So
saying.
what? What are you saying?
I'm just saying that they just had a play date. And this is the exact reason why I didn't tell you, because I knew you were gonna react like this.
So you expect me to be all normal and calm?
Well, nothing really happened.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care if nothing
Do you
happens.
think I'm that dumb that I'm gonna take my...
You took my 4-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, but for a play date.
I don't give a shit what you took him for. What kind of play date it was. And you didn't even tell me. And to top it off, you told him not to tell me.
Well, that's just because I knew you were gonna react like this. And he really wanted to go to his house, and I knew you wouldn't let him.
He wanted to go to his house.
Yes, he was playing with him at the dentist.
I don't give a shit who he's playing
We were
with.
waiting.
Listen, you don't... Are you kidding me right now? Where's your phone? Well, now all of a sudden you know where your phone is.
I don't know what phone.
But you have it literally in your pocket. You have it
You're
in
not
your
touching my phone.
I'm touching your phone. I'm gonna bust your phone. Where's your
You're
phone?
not, you're not touching my phone.
Yeah, I am. Where's
It
your
didn't
phone?
matter. I just told you where I was. So
Listen,
I'm
let me
lying
tell-
to you. I just told you where I was.
Your 4-year-old just busted you.
That's because I knew you were gonna react like this.
I don't give a how I'm gonna react.
Like
You
God,
understand me?
baby.
Listen, let me tell you
We
something.
live in Canada.
I don't
That's
give
what
a
happens in Canada.
You think I give a shit where you live? Seriously. You're just saying what? You live in Canada, so you're just gonna go be friends with all these pieces of bum. I don't listen. What I don't understand what is so like. Why is this so like nonchalant to you? Like you're just fine about this. Like you think it's just.
Because it's not a big deal. Nothing happened.
It's a big. It is a big deal.
Nothing
It's a
happened.
big deal. I don't give a shit if nothing happened. You should have been there in the first place.
It wasn't a big deal. I took him for a play date. That's it.
Where is your phone?
I don't know where it is, and you're not looking at it anyways.
Listen, I'll find your phone. I swear I will bust your phone. And let me tell you something. I'm done. Okay? You want to go somewhere to a low-life scumbag's house.
You don't even know who he
I don't give a shit. He's a low-life.
Like he's just
He's
a
a scumbag.
friend.
He's a friend my ass. Okay?
Oh my
Friend
God.
my ass. That's what he is.
Show us how much
Okay?
you trust me.
I don't give a shit about this. I don't give a shit. This trust shit. This is bullshit. Okay? And to top it off, you take my kids with you.
It's a play date.
Let me tell you something.
It's not like I took him to
I
have
don't give what kind of play date this is. You understand me?
God.
I'm done. I'm done. Where is your phone?
I don't know where it is.
Where is your phone? Don't act like you don't know where it
Not
is.
looking at you're not gonna see my phone. I'm not gonna show you my phone.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, I'm done.
No, you're not.
Don't tell me no, I'm not.
You're not.
Don't tell me no, I'm not. Okay?
Okay.
You think I'm gonna put up with this?
There's nothing to
You
put
think
up
I'm
with.
gonna put up with this kind of shit? Then you obviously don't know me. Now she doesn't know where her phone is. What, you're hiding your phone? Huh?
I don't know where my phone
Don't
is.
act like you don't know where your phone is. Don't act like you don't know where your phone is. Okay? Are you hiding it? Now you're hiding your phone.
I'm
Don't.
not hiding my phone. I don't know where
You
it
think
is.
I'm stupid?
Oh my God.
You really think I'm stupid? But let me tell you this. You know what? I don't want your phone. I don't want it.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm being serious. I am done. Okay? And yet you keep acting like this is not a big deal. But let me
It's
tell you
not a
something.
big
But let me tell you
deal.
something. If I would have took my kids, okay, to some
I wouldn't have
girls,
done that.
to some, huh?
I wouldn't have gotten mad at that.
You?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have gotten that?
No,
We would have had World War III in here.
not if it was a play date.
You know what? Screw this play date.
Well, that's what it was.
I don't care. No. My kids don't need a play date with anybody.
No, I'm serious. It was a play date. He became friends with
You
him.
think this is funny?
I don't think it's funny. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you. This is literally the exact reason why I didn't tell you about it.
Yeah?
Look how you're
So, okay, you know what? Then I'm going to take my kids tomorrow to a park or somewhere, and then I can meet a mom there and just take them for their play date.
Okay, first of all, I didn't meet him on purpose. Let him go to me. I took him for his
Are you
dentist.
kidding me? Do you think people
What?
just
You
go
did.
out? Do you think people just go out to meet?
Well, you just said that. You said I'm gonna go meet.
Yeah, I will. I can meet plenty of
I'm
people out there.
telling you that I took him for his dentist appointment. And
You know what? Let me tell you something. You want to go? Go. But my kids, don't even. I'll tell you one thing. I will do whatever. I don't give a shit what I'll do. I can't even speak right now to you. But don't ever think that you're taking my kids again. Do you understand that? Yeah, keep laughing.
I'm not laughing.
Keep laughing. No other my kids. Yeah, keep laughing.
What?
Keep laughing.
You
You think this is funny?
You're so dramatic.
This is not
Stop
dramatic.
yelling.
Don't tell me not yelling. The kids are fine. They can't even hear their iPads. Their iPads are full blast.
No.
Yes, they are. Don't tell me not to yell. Don't tell me the way to react.
Listen,
Don't tell me how to
you're
react.
so
I don't want to hear it.
dramatic.
You go, yeah, okay? Roll your eyes. I hope you roll your eyes. Roll them more. Roll them more. But I'm done. This is it. I am done. I am done. This is bullshit. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Yeah. You don't know. You don't know nothing now. You don't know nothing. You don't know where anything is. You think nothing's a big deal. Laugh, laugh. I know. Yeah, I'm glad. Keep laughing.
What?
Keep laughing. It's a joke that matters to you. Right?
What is wrong with you?
Huh?
Calm down.
What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Because you know what? You totally. This is different now. This has completely changed everything. This has completely changed everything. Okay? Do you understand that? I hope you get it through your head that this is done.
Nothing happened.
I don't get it, nothing happened. You had no right to even go anywhere with that. That's, you understand me?
It just shows how much your family needs you if you're willing
What?
to leave over a
No. You don't even. You obviously have something wrong because you don't even think. You don't even. You. I can't even speak. You think this is normal?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not normal. Where's my keys? I'm out of here. I gotta get out of here. I don't want to sit. Why are you laughing? What is so funny?
Because you're so dramatic.
Dramatic?
This is a prank. Like, calm down.
Listen. No. Honestly, don't even try and turn this around.
It's a prank.
It's a prank? A 4-year-old is gonna come prank and tell me that, and say in front of me that.
I leave.
Don't get him involved.
It's a prank.
Don't get him involved. He's 4 years old. You understand me?
Yeah, I
Yeah, keep talking.
Look, I put it in the scratching post.
Scratching post what?
The camera.
I don't even believe. Don't.
Ali, come here. No, honestly, it's a prank. Wallah, it's a prank. I knew this is the only way I could get you is if I had Ali involved. Tell Baba.
Come here.
Tell Baba.
Come here. I'm being serious right now, and don't lie to me. Okay, is this a prank?
Yeah.
Did you guys go to everybody's house?
No. It was just a prank.
Peace, everyone. Chief Yu here. And what you saw was a quick little, well, maybe not so quick, little video clip there. And I'm sure some of you were hanging on the edge of your seat in suspense, wondering how that was going to go. And others of you may have seen some other characteristics in there that you might have found humorous, or seen something beneath the video. You know, when I look at that, although it's supposed to be a prank video, I don't see that. and it could be the skeptic in me, but I see a video of someone who did something and then turned it into a prank to cover their tracks. But most importantly, outside of that, even if it's not that, that's just my conspiracy, this conspiracy theorist in me. Definitely what you see is someone who is being disrespected even in a prank. Sometimes we hear people say things like, we don't play those kind of games over here. And the way you play with someone, or even opening up yourself to joke and play with someone, is a very intimate experience. And the way or the level of comfort that people have with us tells a lot about, how they perceive us. And what you see in this video, when you see a male seeking to explain his nature or explain his level of integrity and his natural response to what he deems to be disrespectful, and a woman is laughing in his face, it says a lot about the state and posturing of that male. The very idea that she knew that she could play a prank, quote unquote, because I'm not convinced, that she knew that she could play a prank like this, and she would be perfectly safe. And you take that however you want to take it, right? So one of the things that I noticed there was an insecure person, an insecure male, who had to again speak about where he was and what he would do, and what he wasn't going to stand for, and so forth and so on. And, obviously an individual who doesn't understand that sort of language doesn't really hold a lot of weight with the gentler sex or the feminine sex or females. Let me put it that way. It's a better way to put it nowadays. But, the insecurity is such a tricky thing because, it begins when there's a focus on, what we feel we don't have and what we feel that we're lacking. And often inside of a relationship, it plays itself out in this idea that we're not matched with the person that we're with. And there isn't a complement and, between qualities, maybe they're fast, I'm slow, they're slow, I'm fast, they're happy, I'm melancholic, whatever it is. But we don't see what we don't have possibly as being a way that we equate ourselves, or we become equal as a unit with another person. And sometimes it's because we separate what we have and what we are as people from what we are inside of a relationship. Sometimes we don't realize that the great personality, characteristics or traits that we have outside of a relationship are also things that we bring to the relationship. Whether we have a great sense of humor, or we're creative, or we're level-headed, we're strong, whatever it is, the things that we might be a great communicator, or we may be really trustworthy, someone who can really be relied on. Those values and qualities are the same exact things that we bring into our relationship experience. And sometimes the things that we are most insecure about are centered around what we don't receive in a relationship. And it's always important to kind of sit back for a moment and think, well, am I giving those things that I'm seeking to receive? I maybe want nurturing, or want to be understood, or I feel I want a level of affection and love from this individual, but am I actually offering that up? Am I also bringing that as well? Or at the very least, at least a compliment to that particular thing, to allow space for that to happen. And there's another piece to this. If a person doesn't really appreciate some of the things that you may bring, you may have to make a more serious decision if what you bring are, I don't want to say universally valued, but do have real value to them. If you're a kind person, like I said, if you communicate well, if you're reliable, if you're honorable, and you're with an individual who could care less about those things, but those are the things that you actually bring, then perhaps it's not you so much that's lacking something, but it's the person who's lacking, because they're not able to see perhaps the best parts of you and who you are, and trying to feel better by seeking for validation and approval from a person who may not see those things is really detrimental to your well-being. And it does a lot to repress the power that you have access to through really establishing a healthy relationship with your creator. Not to mention this, other people should never be taxed with carrying the burden of improving or validating your own self-esteem. That's not fair to your partner. When you come into your relationship and you have a healthy self-image, and you overall, even through your work, you may be still striving to be certain things or to do certain things, understandable. But if you at the very least feel good about who you are, it makes the relationship a lot easier. And really being able to build your confidence in your own formulas and, what it is that you can perform in life, that comes with experience. Because, a lot of people will tell you, oh, just be confident, but confident in what? If I don't have any formulas to help me get through life, then what would I be confident about if I don't really know how to affront the things that come across my path? So a lot of times there's an inner voice that we have that begins to um, speak against our willingness to experience new things, to learn new formulas in order to build confidence. And there's a critic inside, and it seeks to kind of deter our focus from the parts of ourselves that we actually like, and try to focus our attention to the parts of ourselves that we don't particularly like. And we have to kind of always speak and train ourselves to focus on our good qualities, the qualities that will get us to where we need to be, as opposed to the qualities that are keeping us stuck where we are, or those particular traits. And like I said, when we put that burden of others to kind of define us in that sense, and we seek to relinquish accountability for that, not only does it create a burden, it chases people away, but we begin to lose our self-identity, our spiritual ego. A great relationship comes from great people. Stable relationships comes from stable people. Healthy relationships come from healthy people. Not one is healthy and one is ailing, and the relationship is a natural and active ministry, where you're healing the person while you're with them. Those relationships never last, and also in those relationship, boundaries are never clear. And when boundaries are never clear, personal and self-identity is never clear. So that's a part of it. When you're coming into a relationship, when you're dependent on another one to fulfill the gaps inside of you and to fulfill your needs, it fuels the insecurity that you begin to have about your life journey. But being able to pursue your health, pursue your spirituality, pursue your righteousness, even independent of your partner, in truth, makes you a more appealing partner. And sometimes that's as simple as just having your cipher of individuals that you can vibe with and that you may share certain interests with. When you have goals that you're striving for, and things that you would like to see flourish in your life or in your community. And sometimes it's as simple as just having a hobby, that you just enjoy doing: painting, bike riding, playing an instrument, building things, whatever, craft work, crochet, whatever it is. All of those things make you more appealing, but they help you to, on a subliminal level, really maintain some of those needed boundaries that you need, so that you're not always trespassing against others and what they should be carrying or not having to carry, which is an important thing. And there's a faith that you kind of have to have in yourself, where you recognize that no matter what, you have to take care of yourself. And I don't mean that in a sense of, sometimes in a relationship, people are very guarded and don't want to open up to each other because maybe they've had some poor experiences, or most of the time they've made poor decisions. And those poor decisions have led to uncomfortable experiences in life, where now they begin to project their folly onto everyone else, which is never true, which is never fair. And sometimes that inner critic, or that inner voice, it's constantly telling that person things aren't right, and just wait, I'm telling you, it's gonna mess up, it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong. So building and reclaiming trust in yourself, which is knowing yourself. Trusting in yourself doesn't mean that you're a perfected individual. When you trust yourself, you really objectively and honestly taking a look at yourself and taking a look at your points of fallibility, as well as your advantage points. And you can't begin to know another person or trust another person until you trust yourself, until you learn and know yourself, because you won't know where they begin and where you end. You won't be clear on where your boundaries are. And one of the key things about that is that it helps you to uh, function through a relationship. Even if a relationship ends, by knowing yourself and trusting yourself, you leave functional. So many times people leave relationships end, and they end up dysfunctional for years. Can't seem to get their footing right, can't seem to stop having dreams about their ex or different kind of experiences and stuff. And that came from not knowing who and what you are. So when you got into a relationship, there was so much crossing of borders that when the relationship ended, again, you don't know where you began and where they end, or how you're able to define yourself outside of that experience. And sometimes that requires you to talk to someone who may have an outside perspective, and to kind of maybe remind you of some of the things that, were able to make you happy, or to bring health to you, or security to you. But like I said, you're looking at the video, you see, honestly, an insecure man, and you see disrespect. Yeah, it's a prank maybe, but there's some things you don't play with, especially when it pertains to a parent and their child and pulling them into your foolishness. You notice how abruptly the video ends. I don't think it was all giggles. I don't think he said, because we would have saw that. They would have shown him smiling and like, oh, that was funny, you got me. I think it was a test. How would he respond if I was busted? Or I did get busted, so let me do this before the word gets back to him. But either way, I know some people may look at it and say, oh, he's overreacting and this and that. But again, we live in a time where there isn't a lot of respect that men are able to demand. This is just the age that we're in. When you start to outline your boundaries as a man, you're called a lot of different names, especially if you have certain values about you that you say are germane to your manhood. And it's not that much different for women, for real women nowadays. When you start to say that there's certain things that I want to explore, be, and do based on being a high quality feminine woman, you run into some problems. You can have an expression, you can express your gender as female and present yourself as other than, or establish new definitions, but when you stand on, I am, double X, double X chromosome female. So I want to be clear on what I'm referring to, or XY male. When you're standing on those ideas that you may consider to be germane and exclusive to those biological designations, then yeah, oftentimes you will run into certain challenges and certain issues in today's society, and people are able to play with you at a certain level. It's acceptable. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine to play certain games, because what are you going to do, right? Sometimes by diving into what you consider to be normalization of your own designation, your own gender designation, oftentimes you're considered to be the crazy one. So like some of those things that I spoke about in terms of insecurity, those different 4 or 5 points that I shared, those are things to look at, to begin to see sometimes where you begin to lose your footing for what your species is supposed to represent and supposed to determine itself to be. And sometimes we have to go so far to investigate ourselves and to investigate the culture that helps to determine the expected effects of what our genetics should express themselves as, or what our culture should express itself as, in terms of whether it be our maleness, or whether it be our femaleness, and those different specific characterizations. And again, when we're not able to understand that there is a significance to the chromosomal arrangements and how that expresses itself hormonally, mentally, physically, and it creates its own borders. It creates its own ideas of normal development. When we're unable to stand on that, then it gets really easy for people to cross in our borders and kind of activate or create a cascade of trespasses to the point that we don't even know where we begin, where our mechanisms are, and what we may be doing that's pro-male or pro-female or pro or anti-male or anti-female, and what things may be taken away from us, that we're doing that are taken away, maybe in subtle dosages, and what things may be adding on to the fascination of what we are as complicated beings. So, I would just suggest, again, insecurity is one of the things that should always be investigated and look for the significance of in discovery, and how it can influence the relationship of people, and sometimes even, like I said, the jokes and things that were shared in a larger cultural context, how it begins to slowly erode the things that should be differentiated in our development, and the influence that we should have, and truly what makes us appealing to those that we are attracted to when we want attracted to us. There are ways that we can be castrated, culturally, and lose our ability to develop when we truly examine, and sometimes that comes to what we find entertaining. All right. So this is Chief Yuya. I just wanted to share that, maybe give you something to think about, and I don't know, maybe it gave you something to laugh about. I don't know. You tell me what you think. If you think it was a prank, or if you think she was covering, I don't think I'm reaching, because I got a lot of experience in counseling people through these type of situations. But you see what you see, and I see what I see. But nonetheless, I just really wanted to share some information on security and the insecurity, and how we can start to look at some of those things. Just understand that we're striving for perfecting. We're perfecting, and I didn't say we're striving for perfection. I said it the way I want it. We're striving for perfecting. So we have to be able to keep focus on the things that really bring out what we are and what our purpose is. Or again, it's very easy to lose our way. All right, this is Chief Yuya signing out, and willfully, you have something that you can kind of chew on and work with. Peace.